In our last talk, we saw how lust is the greatest enemy of devotion, not just physical but also mental and emotional. We discussed practical ways to fight it, avoiding lust triggers, controlling senses, staying engaged in Lord Krishna's service, and most importantly, never giving up. Failure doesn't disqualify us, only giving up does. If we keep turning to Krishna, he will surely help us overcome. Now let's continue this journey. In this video, we will look at the other common questions devotees often ask about sex, lust, and marriage. These are sensitive but very real struggles on the path of bhakti, and together we will try to understand them through scriptures, practical wisdom, and Krishna's guidance. Now let's see, the third question is, even though I know the body smells bad and is full of impurities, why am I still attracted to sex? This body is a bag of bones, flesh, and filth. The Vedas confirm it. The Bhagavatam says, this body is made of skin, bones, blood, mucus, stool, urine, and bile, is not worthy of attachment. The Upanishads and great sages echo the same truth. It's just a temporary machine, yet people decorate it, worship it, kiss it, and lust after it as if it's divine. When you are beginning to see through this real vision, you will taste the bitterness of truth. That's also Krishna's mercy, pulling back the illusion curtain. Let's see the two dangerous traps of the lust, the tongue and sexual organs. Srila Rupa Goswami warns that the tongue and the genitals are the most difficult to control. Both organs crave pleasure, both lead to bondage if uncontrolled. Kissing, licking, and sexual indulgence are basic animal instincts, but in human society they're dressed up as romantic to hide the truth. You should see through this lie and realize this isn't sacred, it's temporary, disgusting, and hollow. That is the very seed of renunciation, the real spiritual detachment. You are the soul, not this body. You were never made to taste bad-smelling tongues or sweaty bodies. You were made for Krishna Prema, a pure, eternal love that never rots, stinks, or dies. Bhagavad Gita reminds us the soul is unborn, eternal, ever-existing, and primeval. It is not slain when the body is slain. That's why, deep down, you feel restless. Your soul wants something real, something beyond flesh. When one sees the body for what it is, when sexual pleasure feels empty, when the soul starts longing for the eternal, that is vairagya, renunciation. You're not broken. You're not abnormal. You're waking up from the dream while the world still sleeps. Instead of lustful desires, please try this prayer. My dear Krishna, I am tired of this material body. I want my lips to chant your holy names. I want my embrace to be your divine presence. Let me never be drawn to what is filthy and false. Oh Lord Krishna, let me want only you. The final truth is, you are not the body. The body smells, bleeds, decays, and dies. But your soul, your real self, is untouched, beautiful, and made only for Krishna. You are not crazy for rejecting sensual pleasure. You are a waking soul in this sleeping world. Now let's see the fourth question. Even without watching any pornographic material, I still experience sexual desire. I know it is wrong and I hate it, yet I constantly feel like I need a woman to have sex. This is exactly what many sincere souls feel in modern age, and the question asked by devotees is not hypocrisy or confusion. It is a spiritual emergency, and Krishna is hearing your cry. This is not about sex, it's about an inner void. That craving for a woman or touch is not truly about the body. This lustful desires comes from past life impressions. It's a longing for connection, comfort and warmth, understanding and love. In the modern age, the mind is trained by society, media, and karmic memory, translates that soul longing into sexual hunger. It's like your soul is thirsty for pure rainwater, but your body drags you into a muddy puddle thinking, this will quench my thirst. And when you give in, whether through sex or masturbation, you may feel disgust and emptiness and guilt and confusion. Why? Because it was never sex you truly wanted. Bhagavatam warns, the attraction between male and female and the attachment that follows is the root cause of bondage in this material world. What you are feeling is misdirected longing for the soul's real beloved, Krishna. This is a war between soul and mind. Your soul cries out, Krishna, I want purity, I want real love. But your mind whispers, touch someone, escape your loneliness, sex will fix it. You already know the truth, it never fixes it. So you're caught in a loop for longing love, and for reaching lust by touching your private parts. You feel again disgusted, and you fell repent and will try again to overcome the lust. But you fall again, but don't give up. Bhagavad Gita describes this exact war. Lust is the eternal enemy which covers the real knowledge of the living being and bewilders him. Krishna wants to pull you out of this cycle, but he's letting you see just how strong the enemy is. So you know where to aim your prayers. You're not weak, you're awake. If you were truly lust-driven, you would indulge without remorse. But you hate it, you feel tormented. This proves you are not a slave of lust in essence, and you are a soul temporarily trapped in a lust-driven body. Krishna sees this, he looks at your heart, not your hormones. This pain has a purpose to make you desperate for Krishna. Lust is not only here to trouble you, it's here to crush false pride and break every illusion that you can be satisfied without Krishna. Lust also comes from past life impressions. Even when you avoid porn, sensual content or physical contact, lust can still arise because it's carried deep inside the subtle body from past life experiences. Not just from this life, but from many lifetimes. Bhagavatam explains that desires are stored as impressions in the mind, and until these are cleansed through hearing and chanting about Krishna, they can suddenly resurface like weeds in a garden. Prabhupada compared these impressions to a fan that has been switched off but still spins. The momentum, karma plus past life impressions, takes time to stop. This is why lust can appear without any present trigger. The mind replays old stored images, feelings and fantasies. Even yogis and advanced devotees remain cautious because past life impressions can reawaken under certain conditions. Let's see the fifth question. Devotees sometimes feel confused or worried. Is my desire for marriage rooted in lust or in a wish to serve and practice devotion together with a devotee wife? You shouldn't look at marriage through the lens of lust. This isn't just about physical attraction or sex. You need to look deeper. You need to seek the sacred companionship of a partner who will walk with you on the path of devotion. Share in your service to Krishna and stand beside you in both trials and triumphs. This kind of union, rooted in dharma and bhakti, is something our modern world rarely understands. What's being longed for isn't sex, it's sacred companionships. Marriage shouldn't be approached as a search for someone to use for sense gratification. It shouldn't be reduced to a pursuit of physical enjoyment. The heart wants to seek emotional safety and companionship, and also understanding and belonging, and like someone who will say, I'm with you, no matter what. Such longing is not lust, it is emotional feeling. The goal is to yearn for a connection that reflects Krishna's love rather than one that feeds the illusions of the body. Past hurts, disappointments in relationships, and disillusionment with sensuality often leave a devotee hesitant, wanting the shelter of a spouse but fearing the traps of lust. This inner dialogue may sound like, I want a wife but I'm afraid of sex. I don't trust the body. I don't want to fall again. This is not a problem. This is a stage of deep devotional maturity. Many great souls on the path of bhakti have faced this. In Bhagavatam we see rishis and sages wanting wives for dharma, not for lust. Kings like Yudhishthira Maharaja marrying not for pleasure but for companionship, service and stability. Even Lord Krishna accepted queens not for enjoyment but to give shelter, protection and love, and to deliver them spiritually. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, I am sex life which is not contrary to religious principles. This means marriage for dharma and devotion is sacred, while lust-driven union binds one to material life. Wanting a wife is not unspiritual if the desire is pure to serve Krishna. The conflict wanting a wife but not wanting lust. This is the pain of a man whose soul is ready for love, but whose karma has been twisted by lust and loneliness. Ask yourself deeply, do I want a soul companion, not just a body? Do I want to serve, not just be served? Do I want someone to walk with me on the spiritual path, rather not distract me from it? If the answer is yes, then your desire is valid, sacred, and devotional. What to do with this desire? Offer your desire to Supreme Lord Krishna. Say to him, My Lord, I do not want lust, but I do want sacred companionship. If it pleases you, send me a wife who helps me remember you. If not, give me the strength to walk alone, holding only your hand. Either way, I should remember you, Krishna, but not Maya's. Now live like a husband already. You don't need a wife to be loyal, respectful, steady, protective, and devotional. Start becoming the man that a real devotee wife would be blessed to have. This will purify your desire and align it with Krishna's plan. Bhagavatam assures us, by regular hearing of the Bhagavatam and by rendering service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is destroyed. Wanting a devotee wife is not a fault. Wanting a pure companion is not lust. Wanting to love and be loved without impurity is attributes of human nature. Just don't beg the world to fulfill it. Beg Krishna, he knows exactly what your heart is crying for. and He will respond in the way that's perfect for your soul. The sixth question is, many devotee men think, I am not physically or financially fit for marriage, then why should I marry? Scripture also says that in Kali Yuga, women can be a danger and an impediment to devotion. Many devotees who are in a confused state may think like this, I'm not attractive, I'm not handsome, maybe I'm physically imperfect. I have no job or stable income. How can I maintain a wife? And scriptures warn that women are a danger to devotion. So why should I even desire marriage or anything at all? It's as if you're standing at the edge of two cliffs. One is rejection by your own mind. The other is a longing to belong to Krishna. Let's talk honestly. Yes, the scriptures warn about women, but the warning is really about lust. Bhakti history shines with women like Kunti Devi, whose prayers in the Bhagavatam show deep surrender. Draupadi, protected by Krishna in her helplessness, and Sita Devi, the ideal of chastity and faith, and Janava Mata, who led the Gaudiya Vaishnava community. Their lives prove that pure devotion transcends gender or body. Let's be clear, the Vedas, the Puranas, and the Bhagavatam do not say woman is the danger. They say that uncontrolled attraction to the opposite sex is the danger. Think of the story of Ajamila. He did not fall because the woman was evil, but because his own heart was still weak toward lust. Think of the many rishis or great saints disturbed by Apsaras, heavenly damsels, again and again. Not because the Apsaras were wicked, but because those sages had not fully conquered their own desires. And then think of the other side. Grihastha devotees like Yudhishthira Maharaja, King Janaka and Prahlada Maharaja. All these devotees are pure and powerful, even while married. So the real danger is attachment without control, not the relationship itself. If your goal is Krishna and a wife helps you stay strong in sadhana, then she is a blessing, not an obstacle. Secondly, most of the pain that devotees feel runs deeper than appearance. For many devotees, the hesitation is not truly about being unattractive or imperfect. It is about being rejected by your own mind. This is not just about finding a partner, it's about a wound in the mind. But in reality, worth is not determined by the mirror or by public opinion. Bhagavatam explains that the real qualification in life is not beauty, wealth, or status, but the cultivation of devotional service and surrender to the Lord Krishna. Krishna never measured his devotees by their physical appearance. He measured their sincerity, humility, and longing for him. Remember, a handsome body will wrinkle, weaken, and will be forgotten. A beautiful heart full of compassion, faith, and service only grows more radiant with time. Many great devotees in history were not known for external beauty, yet they captured the heart of the Supreme Lord Krishna. The truth is this, the mind may whisper, who will accept me? But Krishna already has accepted you. And when he chooses to send the right companion for your journey, that person will see your devotion as the most beautiful feature you possess. We made this with great effort and heart. If you found it valuable, please share it with your friends and family. More spiritual videos coming soon. Stay connected with MVR Studios.